I will break you. Get to the chopper.
So, Zombie Joe, so you're retiring.
Yes.
So tell us why. What made you decide to retire?
Well, so this is our 12th year doing Night of the Living Dead. I've done it all years except for one full time. And in that year, I did it maybe, I think 2 or 3 shows just filling in. But, you know, I just turned 40, pretty active playing hockey and type stuff, you know, and I think it's just time. So 11 years of putting these contacts in my eyes and makeup on the face and literally getting the crap beat out of me, you know. My daughter's in the show, and she's been in, this is her 4th year, you know, and she's moving into a new role this year, but she kind of told me, hey, you're retiring, but I'm not, which is totally cool, so, you know.
And you are Joe Sanders' daughter.
Yeah.
So what's it like to be in this play?
I love it. I can't believe it's already been 4 years. It's gone by so fast. I've learned so many things from here, and I've gotten so many more new friends. It's awesome.
Yeah, do you feel like, how does it feel because your dad's going to kind of move on to the tech side and now you're the...
I don't know. I mean, it's going to be different not having him in the show, but at least he'll still be here.
I figure if she's still going to be there, I'll be there, but I'll kind of help Brian out more. You know, I already kind of do a lot of stage tech type stuff, but, you know, go full bore stage, you know, manager type, you know, production side. So if Brian wants to take a night off, you know, I could run lights and sound or whatever.
It's his last season as a zombie. He's coming back as my assistant director, and which he already is, but now he'll be even have a larger role backstage, and which is good. I could use the help after all these years.
You know, it is a physical role. It's we try to do it as safe as we can, but you know, accidents happen. You know, it's your adrenaline gets pumping and stuff like that. And in the 3 fights that we do, I've kind of been. Like I fall down the stairs in the first one. The second one, I literally let someone hit me across the chest with a bat, making it look like she's hitting me in my face. And then, you know, at the end, in the big fight, the finality, I come in on a truck, you know. And so you get lots of bumps and bruises. I wear elbow pads, knee pads, those type of things. But still, you know, you still get whacked, you know. And so, and it's just, especially on Saturdays where you do 2 shows a night, it's very exhausting, very tired. So. I'm a horror fan and I like zombie movies and whatnot. So I said, you need a zombie? And she kind of explained everything, and I was like, well, I can do that. And so she talked to Brian, and Brian said, yeah, have him come out to rehearsal. And that was Wednesday night during Tech Week. So they were opening that Friday. So I show up, and Brian's like, hey, have you ever done makeup before? And I'm like, other than Halloween, not really. Have you ever done contacts? No, never done contacts. You know, and, you know, how do you feel about physical stuff? Well, I grew up playing baseball. I'm a hockey player, riding dirt bikes, all that stuff. So physicality, I'm okay with. And so it just kind of turned into that. And, you know, and so I joined the show and just absolutely love it. It's the first theater or anything that I've ever done, you know, so I have no problem being in front of people, you know, so it was a lot of fun. So I just started coming back. And then now it's turned into, I don't only do Night of the Living Dead, you know, I've done Plan 9 from Outer Space as well, and then I also do Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. So it's kind of my Zombie Joe, or, you know, playtime for me. Everyone knew Zombie Joe before they knew Joe in a way, so it kind of just became this character, you know. And when you put the eyes in and you put the makeup on, it's like this thing. It's weird, like a veil is kind of like pulled over me, and I become this other thing. So I was riding on a train. We had rehearsal that night, so I got on the train station. I had to go to Thousand Oaks, So I rode the train from Fullerton. I came and parked at the theater, got on the train, went to Fullerton, was coming back, and just chit-chatting like you do on a plane or something with the person next to me. And they're like, oh, so what do you do? You know, all that stuff. And what are you doing in Fullerton? And I was like, oh, well, we have this show. And he's like, oh, is that Night of the Living Dead? And I'm like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, he looked at me, and it clicked to him. And he's like, hey, you're the zombie. You're Zombie Joe, the one with the teeth, right? And I was like, yeah. And so that was cool, but kind of weird at the same time. So, but I mean, there's other zombies in the show that are very talented as well, that they get just as much recognition, and they're pretty creepy. You know, the way the makeup evolves, you know, you start with obviously, you know, basing it out, then you bring in the dark shadows, and then the veining, and then, you know, give it with the death straw to give it the jaundice look, you know. And when you put the eyes in, that's pretty scary by themselves, you know, but just adding little things like that, it just, I think, takes it to the whole next level. Because there's been times where I've forgotten, and, you know, I go through the drive-thru at Sonic or something, and they're like, oh, that dude's teeth, you know. So the cool thing is I'm looking forward to next year being able to see the show. I've never seen the show. I've only been in it, so I'm kind of looking forward to possibly doing that. So.